Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. A little midday money. Sunday, the 4th of June. Here we go. Welcome on into the show. Picks are in the chat. YouTube channel. Winner free picks, picks, parlays, even the old Sean Higgs page. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. They're tweeted out there as well. And I will post them in the chat momentarily. But like, subscribe, put that notification bell on so you know daily free pick videos we throw on the channels. Sure. Live shows like Midday Money, 7 days a week, 12 noon Eastern. Yes. We got the Bet Win Repeat show after me during the week with Detroit Lenny. You don't want to miss that. Favorite podcast locations, wherever you're watching. Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Amazon Music. What else is there? There's a bunch. Anyway, subscribe. Be part of the Midday Money show. Anywho, let's get to the recapping, and then we'll get to today's picks. Yes, I didn't do a look at lines last night. I got wrapped up watching some shows with the wife, and listen, I got kids and a wife. I got other things to do. As much as I want to come in and do some look at lines sometimes, especially baseball. I mean, it's not urgent like the Sunday look at line show in the NFL season. That's the show you got to tune into. Anyway, so video picks yesterday. How did we do? 2 in 1 day in the video here. We split on our totals. Miami run line hits. Texas over. Houston under. 2 and 1. We are 115 and 136. We're down 1090 in the video. Well, it's a long season. We battle back. It is what it is. Premiums go 3 and 1 yesterday. We are 201 and 203 plus 677 on the season. Grinding away there. Hockey did fail. No Florida getting it done for us. Now we are 50 and 61 minus $68 in the video. We'll talk about the new picks in a second. 67 and 80 on the season minus $196. NBA goes today 66 and 30 in the video, down $80. And on the site 35 and 32 plus 371. There is that. Today's picks, we'll run it backwards here. So hockey, I just said we'll have the Panthers again. I said we'll be taking Panthers. We'll be taking Vegas in Florida. So Florida plus the 105 there in their game 2. Heat over the 214.5. We had already mentioned that going back to Friday. The lines moved a little bit, but again, we like to look at lines. We put the lines out what they are. We don't adjust them on the fly here. Major League Baseball, a few games. Again, I got to get it right on track here. Today there's a few I kind of liked. I mean, I only got one on the site, but there's a few, and I threw them all out here. Basically, we have our streaky kind of stuff going and another kind of thing. So Pittsburgh, I mean, you know how I feel about Miklos in St. Louis and just St. Louis in general. And the Cards, again, last place team. Running a better last place team as a fave. Now, give me Rich Hill, or as like Tim likes to call him, Dick Mountain, plus a 120 there. We'll grab that. We'll take the Brew Crew at a plus 105 there. They've won a couple in a row. Reds have dropped 3 in a row. I will take Hauser here. Why wouldn't I take him? A little plus money there with the Brewers. I'll grab that. And Hauser hasn't been terrible. I know this kid Ben Lively's been great, and that's why the line's a little low. I don't mind. I'm going to take the team that's not looking to finally get a win. I'll take plus money on the Brewers. Marlins run line again, Oakland. Just a hot mess. I know I thought about taking Blackburn here plus a $2, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'll get there. It hasn't been that sharp, but it's streak time, and again, it's the A's. You know what? I forgot to recap my props. I was going to say they dropped a 12 spot. Props yesterday go 3 and 8. We lose $1.50. No props for today, by the way. But the Marlins, they're going to hit a little bit here. I know Blackburn had a nice start in his opener there against the Core and the Braves. That being said, I mean, he had a nice little run a couple years ago, midseason. Like, wow, this guy's pretty good. Let's be honest. This guy's getting dealt to somebody. Give me the Marlins on a run line here. If Alcantara is going to go back to Cy Young kind of sandy, it should be against this lineup. Stroh's run line. Oh, my goodness. Three in a row for Houston, three straight losses for the Angels, and here I thought the Angels had a chance of maybe stealing a couple games. Right? I thought, I like Reed Detmers. We got that. Sandoval's pretty solid. Tiny. No, no, the Angels are just the Angels. This is what they are. Trade Otani. I mean, really, dump Trout. If you get anything for Rendon, just to break this team up already, please. It's a disaster. It's a talk about an underachieving bunch for the last decade. What a disgrace. Yeah, Astros run line today. I mean, this is you got the Stros laying a buck 50 with JP France, Griffin Canning on the hill for Angels. Forget it. Run line plus 130. And we got the Rocks here. Kyle Freeland's not a guy I love, right? I joke Kyle Freeland. He had one good season. Brady Singer, and I like Brady Singer. I got some auto Brady Singer. Gosh, I can't. How is he favored here? I think we've said this for the last couple of days for Kansas City because they've been favored over the Rockies. I'm not going to ever talk anybody off the Rockies, or as a dog, I should say. I mean, Kansas City's laying a buck 40. I said this, they had 8 wins at home or something like this. Give me the Rockies plus money. That's it. Plus dollar daddy in the house. That's it. That's Tim's TikTok. He's got TikTok for me there. Plus dollar daddy. Lock it in with the Kings in the house. Welcome. Hanging in. Not bad. Nice stay. I say 3-1 to baseball, though I did lose the hockey, but baseball keeps on grinding along, and that's where I, make my money in the summer months. It's officially summer, right? It's June, or no, June's mid-June's like sometimes officially summer, something ridiculous like that. Anyway, yeah. So I'm happy. Baseball's winning. It is what it is. I love going 500 to make money. It's fabulous. I love the baseball Sunday. I know it. And I gotta say, so yesterday when I was initially looking at the lines as they're popping up on the games, I'm like, oh boy, because it's kind of like a tough day, right? Um, I got some good guys out here. I want to kind of guys I like to bet on. But again, for the chat, I came in with the games more on the street kind of things. Like I was talking about, maybe all right, yeah, Gallon at home. I'm not gonna. How do I not say take a guy at home? We had him the other day. Is our top play? He's like a plus 145 here on the run line. I don't totally hate it. I don't hate doing that. I know people are gonna talk about it. I'm going to. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna talk about other games in the chat here. But yeah, baseball on a Sunday. Miz, here comes the Miz. Miz, can you say hello to me once? You never say hello. You just come in firing away. You just come in firing away. So you like Ranger Suarez here over Trevor Williams. I'm not. Now. You know how I feel about Gore and Zagre, guys. I like betting on. But Trevor Williams has not been terrible. I I don't know if I want to do run line here. I understand taking a run line because it's uh, better plus money. It's like you really want to lay 150 with Ranger Suarez. I mean, the guy's got what, 70 ERA plus 105. I mean, I get it. I get it. Me on the other hand, I would maybe just roll the Natties run line. Houston run line, yes. Texas under the 8. I don't hate this with this matchup. And Mavaldi's been decent. We really like him a lot. And the kid Miller, unlike Wu, who went yesterday as a first timer, as a number 3 pitching prospect for Seattle, Miller has been pretty darn good as their top dog. He hasn't been too shabby. I don't hate the under here, especially after a crazy game yesterday. But Houston's. I said this about Texas before coming in when we had the under in game 1 here in the series. They pound. It's bad time. Bad pitcher comes out. Here comes Pound Town, baby. Um, I could see the under here. Yes, San Fran under the 8.5 with this. I like the scaff. I was talking him up. I wanted to take him. I don't have any problem under the 8 in San Fran. Absolutely. I might actually. You know what? San Fran under. I didn't. I got to come in on that game. I did not bet that game. I do not know why. San Fran's up 8.5. 8.5. Got to. Is that an 8.5? What time's this game go? Where are the Giants? Baltimore off. We got time. 4 o'clock start here. All right. Yeah, I see a nice 8.5 out there. I like it. I like it. It. How many times have I talked about the Scaffolding this season? He is a solid guy. And when he's healthy, and he appears to be healthy, he's good. He's going to keep you in the thing. He will keep you in the game. He's going to give up a 3 spot. Now, am I saying he's going to win? The the Orioles, again with this team, no one wants to love on Baltimore. All they do is win here. 19-10 on the road. I mean, anyway. Well, and the White Sox over. What do we got? Oh, Kopi and Boyd. I don't hate it. It's Kopech, this kid. He's breaking my heart. Break my heart, Fredo. I don't have to rehash, even though I do, and I will. Right? We had the Cy Young last year. I'm like, this kid's really good. He's gonna come in and be a monster. He strikes out a bunch of guys. The team is good. They can hit. They'll go 17-7. We got to think about. Yeah, that was not the case by any stretch of the means. He's been terrible. Uh, Boyd, and how about Detroit just being? Are they in second place still? The second place team. I mean, Lenny's got to be pumped up. He's got these guys overachieving, and then he thinks the Lions are going to win a division. So, although, although I'm not a firm believer that one's going to happen, but oh, let's take the over. I do not hate it. I do not hate it. It's and this is the thing with the Sox. And I like, I like Eloy and Vaughn and you got a bunch of guys who could hit there. Staying healthy and getting decent pitching is just not in there. I can't even. If I'm a Sox fan, you got to think like, what the heck are we doing here? What's happening? Like as bad as the Angels are, like a perennial 500 team, like Dallas Baptist Davis. What are we? Just moving on from Davis, just comes in with crazy nonsense. Lane, my guy, how are you today? I'm stopped by to say hello and get some of those Hicks picks. I've been out of the loop MLB while keeping up with college baseball. All right. So, Lane, you got college baseball. Take care of Davis here because Davis is coming in with Dallas Baptist, Southern Miss. I mean, he's hockey, or no, this is Kyle Busch's, I guess, auto racing versus Chris Bell. I mean, I don't even know what this is going on here. If you have college baseball picks, put them in the chat because I do not know them. And Davis wants to take every favorite. So let's get him to a dog. J Rock, absolutely robbery on Kayakar Francis. I killed my 5-leg parlay. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. MLB goes 1-3 for Michael B. 0-1 on the ice, 7-2 in UFC. Baseball still hates me. See, 3-1 for baseball for me. And nothing. I had the ice loser as well. I had the Panthers. Although I'm glad I didn't have the under because normally I'd be like kind of an under guy. I would have been like, yikes, 4-2. 7-2 UFC though. What are you complaining about? Rangers money line, Simeon plus a hit. Yeah, Trevor Simeon hit. I don't hate, although this kid's pretty solid, but it's plus 106. Go for it. Las Vegas Aces minus 15. Oh my goodness. Davis. You're lucky Facebook's free because if you had to pay for it, you'd be out of money betting all these faves. Anthony, finally in the plus money baseball season, it's been a grind. Baseball is a grind. It is. It is. It is. Michael says, NBA, agree with the over 214. I'm almost taking Nuggets team total over 112. I agree. I'm maybe going with the Nuggets first quarter as well. I found in the playoffs, the team that won the prior game comes in momentum first quarter. I agree with that. I mean, let's be honest. The Nuggets are the better team, are the better team, and they're the bigger team too. I mean, but yeah, he'd have been sizable dogs in all their road games. Right? The Celtics had them 7-8-9 right out of the gate. It was a 9 here in Denver. I don't hate it. I mean, team total over 112. I think we're going to see scoring on both sides. So over the 112 should be fine. I think Thunder's going to get closer to a 120 today. Arizona minus 130 versus Atlanta today. Zach Gallen on the hill. I can't come in and say, let's not take Zach Gallen. The guy's been awesome. His numbers at home. I mean, we had him the other day, and I ran down all of his home numbers. Fabulous at home. And Soraka. People are going to run to bet the Braves. Like, oh, it's the Braves today. Now, Gallen, I'd rather do a run line here because it's still the Braves, and maybe they didn't find a lot of offense. They scored 5 runs. I can't bet Soroka, and I think it's even 130. When are you going to find this guy? And again, the numbers are what they are. He's fabulous. Guy is a frontline Cy Young kind of kid. 135 at home. I mean, and You move the Braves out of here and put in any other team with the exception of maybe 5 teams. This is it's 190 to $2. Can't take until you don't take Arizona. Thank you, Miz. I appreciate the hello. I got it with the King. I someone playing the Pirates Cardinals first 5 under. A little action start today. I as much as I like, and when I say like, I'm not that I put them in here, but I'm a nerfy guy, right? I don't think pitchers should come in and get the guys out. Miklos and Rich Hill are not guys I'm looking to do unders on. That that's not what I'm looking to do a first 5 under. Is it plus money at least? Again, like 130? I what is the total on the game? I mean, Davis. Napoli. I'm guessing this is a soccer play. Tampa Bay today. Taj Bradley versus Tanner Houck. I don't hate Tampa Bay at a pick 'em like this. I mean, they're a good team. They're a good team. I know my guy, Mr. Numbers, could come in here. They can't hit on the road. They steal signs. Don't bet Tampa Bay on the road. Split the doubleheader yesterday, right? Not that you see that coming, but in a spot like that, it's understandable. They had a bullpen game first. I like them. I like Bradley too. So take Tampa Bay here. Yes. Pound San Fran, no weights. Orioles all day today. Write it down. The pen is out for Anthony. Pound it. Pound it. Baltimore. Write it down. I wrote it down. Michael B. My boy Conforto's back, so an RBI plus 190. We'll see if he's still on fire at 2-1. I will take a shot. Yeah, 190 is worth a shot here. Although, again, with the O's, Tyler Wells has been more than solid. That's again. Give me the under. I'm on the under here with our friend who brought up the under. So give me the under. Two decent pitchers. Tyler Wells over 5.5 Ks. Last 4 starts 8.7, 8.7. What's the juice on that? I saw the text and I tried calling you, Anthony, but I was getting ready. Really 8.7, 8.7. It's 5.5. Miami too. Oakland stinks. It does, but run line. You can't lay it. I know they won yesterday 12-2. I understand, or whatever the score was. Just let's go run line. Take the run line. It's even money. Minus 115 on the run line. There it is, right in the chat. 115. That's where I got to run line this guy. I got to run line it. Can't do a 120 spot. Or a 220 spot, I should say, not a 120. Well, 120, you'd be like, that's a steal. Minus 120 Miami. Well, let's see. Did I see Lions? Yeah. The Lion hype is real. I do not know why. I'm taking the Packers. Packers money line week 1. Packers win the division. J-Rock's coming in with the horses. Belmont race 6, the number 1 horse. Liberty Flame. Belmont race, the 7th race, number 7, Penarash. For you pony friends out here. Davis, Houston, minus 150. We have Houston on the run line plus 105 in the chat. That's where we want to be at. Mr. Hill's in the house. What do you got here? Nuggets, first half, minus 5. Joker assist over 10. Porter Jr. rebounds over 7. And a Murray. Murray's cut off. So Nuggets first half, yeah, 8-5. I think the Nuggets win. Joker assists, yes. I mean, he gets that anyway. They'll double him. He'll throw the ball to somebody else. Rebound 7, I don't hate it. And if that's a Murray, we'll see what the Murray is. Zone of money line 125 first 5. I don't hate that. Even for the game. Not that this is a throwaway game for the Braves, but let's be honest. Soroka's going to come in here and he's just trying to get back in shape. Right. One start this decade. Let's put it that way. Let's, as much as I like to have fun saying, hey, I'll talk to you next month on like the 31st. First start this decade, 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 Ks, 83 pitches. I mean, not terrible, right? That's why I said if this is any team but the Braves, the line would probably be 180 to 230. But it's the Braves. It's a guy working his way back. I don't. Again, I don't hate it. I couldn't play it though. That's the thing. I couldn't. I was like, uh, all right, Demon's coming again. Marlins run line. Yes, we got that. Rockies 1.5. I just again, the, yeah, they've won the last two here. Why would I just take them on the money line? Brady Singer, as much as I love the guy, he's got a 7 ERA. He's not pitching good. What is the? You know what? I can pull it up. I was gonna say, what's the money on the plus minus 160? See, I don't want to go minus 160 here with Cal Freeland. I'd rather just take the 125 and be on my way. I'll take it that they either win or Kansas City breaks out and Singer has a good outing and it's 6-2 and then I'm a loser at minus 160. Dodgers over with Herman and Miller, huh? Oh, saw some runs yesterday. I mean, I don't hate the over there, I guess. It's a no play for me. I mean, I sort of like the Dodgers. I mean, Herman is a resin cheater guy. Is he, eh. Texas for the sweep versus Seattle. I don't hate it because I like Evaldi. That being said, the kid for the Mariners, pretty good youngster. I would rather do a run line here with Texas than laying the 140. And Seattle, I mean, how many times I say Seattle? Just underachieving. Not that great on the road. I mean, I don't hate the 140. It's still in my parameter to bet it. Right? 150, maybe a 160. You want to lay the 140 here with him? Sure. The 130 with that gallon as well? I don't mind, Davis. I could say okay. King the guy for 125. All right, first five under 125. It's not terrible, I guess. I just don't trust either pitcher or either team. I mean, we've seen Pittsburgh score runs out of the blue. St. Louis got a decent lineup. They could kind of club everyone. We see them go on streaks where they start hitting. But I'll pull for you there. I'm pulling for you. Well, this game's underway already, huh? What the heck is this? This game's in the third inning. I didn't even know this game started. What time did this game start today? The 2 hours. You're looking on right there. Michael says, I only get a UFC card once a week. I'm running out of NBA and going to go broke trying to bet baseball. Might take some more. Here's the thing. You don't go broke. You could have bad runs and still kind of make money, as silly as that sounds. All right? You just, like you said, you don't have to bet if you don't want to. But you like your little Ruby props. So find a guy to put a couple bucks down for Ruby. Maybe you lose a little bit, a couple, then you hit one, it kind of works itself out. They're all big plus monies. Whether it's 5, 10 bucks, 50 bucks, 100, whatever your bankroll is. Trust me, Mike. Bro, we've, again, I bring up the 3-30 run here, and we ended up 3,000 in the chat here on the season. I mean, just keep grinding along. But you got to adjust the bankroll. Have to adjust the bankroll, and you can't just bet like, oh, I'm gonna bet 9 games today. Audi King, what do you got here? Kind of like Colorado game under. I can't do an under with that. I mean, Brady Singer is to an under with Brady Singer. I mean, and I'm a Brady Singer fan. I love the kid. I'm hoping for big things. I think he's really good. Let's look at some of these games. 6-5, 10-3, 12-3, 5-4, 8-4, 5-4, 4-3, 5-4, 8-5, 4-2. I mean, he's given up 2 earned. Well, we'll go runs. We'll go earned. Same thing. 2-2, 5-5, 2 runs, 4 earned, 1. He had 2 good starts here versus Sox in San Diego. 5, 8. Here's a 1 runner in Arizona. 5, 8, 5. So 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 5. So he's given up 5 or more in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his 70. 10 starts, 6 of 10 starts, giving up 5 or more runs, and he gave up 4 in a game, although only 2 earned. I mean, that's the guy I want to bet an under on. I don't think so. Not for me, Audi King. Pine Bluff repping. Chris Tatum's in the house. Good to see you. Uh Hicks, Nicholas been pitching much better. Got under 5 and under 9. Yeah, he has been pitching better. I mean, I think I mentioned that last week. He's been pitching better, but it's a. I look at this at the whole as a team. Right, he could pitch great, and he goes 6 or 7, and then a bullpen comes in, and then you have what you had the other day in this matchup, where it's a 6-7 run inning for a club. You're like, what the heck happened here? You know, you give up 6 runs in the 7th inning. That's fine. You waste a good start by John Flannery. I mean, guy goes 6 innings. I mean, gives up one hit and you lose the game. You got a one hitter going into the 7th and you lost the game. Or I shouldn't say one hitter because he went 6 and he went 5 1/3 and he gave up 1 run, and then here all heck breaks loose in the 7th inning. That is the problem. I can't trust that, and I'm going to trust the Pirate, Rich Hill. It's just a no play for me on that total. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Porter rebounds 8, Struss 2 threes plus 148. So you think Max Struss will rebound after a disaster? And I think that's for most guys on the Heat, right? You think, all right, you as bad as we played, we can't play any worse, right? Struss was 0-9 from 3, 0 of 9, 0 of 10 from the field. 2 plus 148, I think, is worth a shot. Colorado. Yes, we do like the Rockies today. I like the Rockies. Got them in the chat here, plus 125. Miss says the Orioles team total under 3.5. Henderson hurt, Rushman hurt. I don't mind the under 3.5 just because I got a good pitcher going for the Giants. Take the under. Go after show. It's Kip Wells K Pro. 120 Kip Wells. 5.5 Ks for a guy who struck out 8-7, 8-7 his last 4 games. 120 on K prop. Definitely worth it. Yes on that K prop. There's a good prop, everybody. King DMC minus 140 first 5. Moneyline Arizona in one book. I don't know. Braves one of the best first 5s. Yeah, they are. But here's the thing: is that they got the guy who just made his first start in 3 years, and he didn't go bad. He went to 6th inning, threw 80-something pitches. But Arizona's playing a little well. You got a guy who at home has some great numbers. I mean, his last start, that was my top game. I'm like, we're taking Gallen here at home. The guy's just been not unhittable, but as good as you can be. I mean, a .66 ERA. Oh, yeah, ERA, what's that mean? Well, 6 starts. He's got a .73 whip, a 169 batting average against, 3 runs in 41 innings at home. 3 runs in 41 innings, 54 Ks, 6 walks at home. So he's close to unhittable at home. As mentioned by his 24 hits in 41 innings and a 169 batting average against. The guy's pretty good. I mean, is it worth coming in? I'm gonna take the Braves plus 120 versus a guy who's given up 3 runs in 6 games. Today's the day he's gonna give him up though. No, thank you. No thanks. Cincy money line. I mean, Lively's pitched well. I just can't do it. The Reds have lost 3 in a row. I can't bet on a team that's lost 3 in a row, especially a team like Cincinnati. No, thank you. Orioles team total under 3.5. Yes, miss. Under team total, under for the game. Take that under, San Fran. Mike says one of the offshores is a boost of 200 for Wells 6Ks. I say take it. 8-7, 8-7 last 4. I think it's worth a shot. King D love the first 5 at 140. I mean, yeah, but why wouldn't it be 140, Markel? The guy's been really good. I'm not gonna, 66 ERA, .66. Got a 70 whip, 3 runs in 40 innings. Well, 6Ks in Baltimore to win plus $2. Yeah, well, I'd be more hesitant to the Baltimore win because I could see this game being like a 3-1 game and Baltimore losing. Take the under, take the over case. Patton says, "My sure, King D, my ads are a little different." Yeah, they're all different. Moneyline Markel, Braves are plus A half is tempting. I like Milwaukee today, Davis. We have them in the chat. We have the Pirates in the chat, Milwaukee in the chat, Marlins run line, Astros run line, and the Rockies. A lot of pluses in there. A lot of plus monies, plus dollar daddies. Rays, Reds, Giants, Cubs, Reds, money line. So Rays and Reds. All right, Tampa Bay, I don't mind with Taj Bradley. The Reds, I don't like with Ben Lively. The Giants, I don't hate with Scaffoline. The Cubbies, Stroman on the hill, it's worth a shot, right? I mean, this San Diego team to me, obviously they're really. I doubt they're going to deal anybody because they're so invested financially. Maybe they blow it up. Uh, you're getting a little plus money with Stroman. He's a favorite. I like take the Cubbies here. You got the Reds on here twice. I guess you're high on the Reds. I'm not. Tanis, it's true. Going to be a great game. Price is right for Gallon, so I don't hate it. Yeah, the price on Gallon. Again, anybody but the Braves, it'll be juiced up more. But it's a Brave, so you get a little respect here. Knicks is yesterday again one with the Mets on ninth inning. The 2-out and score was tied. Don't know why it goes the Mets. Here's the Mets. I mean, Toronto's won 3 in a row today. The Mets have dropped 2 in a row. It's Kikuchi versus Senga. I mean, the line was 120. It's 140. No way the Mets get swept at home. Again, the Mets to me are a team, and I kill them a lot here. My guy Tamus will tell you, I'm like, you can't really bet them. I mean, they're a 500 team. Markel says, I don't know if I could get there on that Arizona game. You don't have to. Jared Cat, bad runs, but only takes 110 leg parlay to get it all back. 110 legger, yeah, easy. It's easy to go 10-0. He passed, but he's going to watch that one. Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. Chris Tam says, Castro, double plus 350 a homer, $8 in a Rockies game. Harold Castro. Let's pull up a little matchup here in this game. See where Harold Castro is. Where we got here? Harold Castro. Where is he in the lineup today? Where is he at? He's not. Oh, here he is. Batting 6th. I'm like, where is this guy? I totally missed him. I don't hate it. Take a shot. I'm getting the pen out. Hold on, Chris. We got here. Harold Castro. Double plus 350. Home run plus $8. Colorado. All right. See how that does. Davis coming in with Toronto versus the Mets with Kikuchi. I'm not a big Kikuchi guy. I mean, even though they won 3 in a row, I guess I should have added them here, but Maurice says it's 2-0 Pitt. The early games, I always take the dog or the under. I mean, I don't hate it. Any kind of early game, you think it's a getaway. The other team's going somewhere else. And that's the way I feel. Like on your Tuesday, Wednesday games as well, or excuse me, Wednesday, Thursdays. You have the 12 o'clock start. The teams, let's go. Where's the plane? Let's get out of here. St. Louis is going to Texas after this. Texas tomorrow might be worthy of a shot. Adam Wainwright, scheduled starter for the Cardinals. And you know how we feel about Wainwright. And it looks like we'll probably get a Martin Perez sighting here tomorrow for our Rangers up in Arlington. What is that? I wonder what we got an early line on that game. I'm seeing Texas minus 115. Is that a joke? How are they minus 115? That's just totally how disrespectful to them. David Higgs, what do we got here? Riding the Marlins versus the A's, first 5, a full first 5, 3 under 2.5. So you're going first A's first 5. Hold on a second. Or is this a first three under 2.5? Bam over points and assists. I like all the picks in the chat. I don't hate. I mean the Bam over, and I had right. I said Bam under in game one. Although I got a Butler under game two. I forgot to. I said the other day, but you want to go Butler under today as well. I was wrong about him the other day with the um, his points. Now the other ones cashed with the Murray Steele and the Butler under. I don't hate this 21.5. Clear up this one here for me, Dave, because I'm just confused because it's first it's three under. I don't know what this is. Uh, Damon Hill, what do I got here? Let's just do this. Marlins run line, yes. Rangers run line, sure. Rockies money line. Nuggets halftime. I mean, the Nuggets money line. Excuse me. Oh, all right. I thought it was a Rockies run line. Rocky, that's fine. I was gonna say the 160 I can't do on that, but the other ones all good. Marlins are 115. Rangers are gonna be plus money. Go for it. What did Markel says? Yes. Robert. Other than Houston, Ryan has been mowing them down. Minnesota run line. I don't hate Joe Ryan. What's there to say about this kid? And the funny thing about the Twins, him, Gray, Ober, I mean, they all had like 2 ERAs. They've been really good. And it's McKenzie's first start back. And we had a lot of McKenzie props last year. We like strikeout props. We had him for the game, a lot of unders. And as much as I say Cleveland unders all the time, here's a spot I can't just jump on it. It's a guy back from the DL. Joe, what is the Joe Ryan one? I don't hate this one. What is this? Run line plus 155 are out here. I see some 150s. I see a 160 in Vegas at a book. I don't. Yes, I like it, Rob. Marie says I like the Heat money line plus 2.5. Excuse me, 295 on the money line plus 9. Special most profitable head coach of playoffs fan Doc Rivers. Listen, I know our guy T Money. He's not here today. He's like we're taking Heat money on both games. I mean, you can't see them going down 0-2. I can totally see them being down 0-2 here. The Natties with Trevor Williams, I don't hate. Yes, the Reds, I don't know. I'm not a Ben Lively guy. No, it's and maybe I should. The Brewers have won 3 in a row. Or excuse me, the Reds have lost 3 in a row. They're favored. The line's gone up a little bit. Maybe it's one of those. I should have just think opposite and take the Reds in a spot like this, and take Kansas City laying a crazy 140, even though they have 8 wins at home or whatever. Look at this LSU minus 190. Oh my goodness. All right, what do we got here, Lane? All right, I see a plus 195 TCU. I could get behind that. I guess this is Dallas Baptist because Davis mentioned this earlier and they were a big fave. So you got run line. That's fine. BC run line as well. Okay. The run lines I can live with. Oh, Gurriel didn't get it done for me yesterday. It's a plus 135 today. It was a 180 yesterday. Couldn't do it. Dela Cruz got it done. Of course, I don't play a res, and he had 5 yesterday. I had him the day before. He did 0. Bupkis from me. Steven, my guy, welcome. Kevin, so far, the rule change in MLB are glad they did it. And would you bet all NFL teams with high points first week? All right. So the MLB baseball rule change, the shifting's fine. I'm not a fan of the pitch clock. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, are people going to games more? Is that it? I mean, it's a little faster. I don't mind going to game and spending. That's what I like. And would I bet all teams with points first week? I'm never just betting dogs the first week or any week in the NFL or whatever plus money, baseball, football. Let's we'll do a quick little rundown of what I think here. So the Detroit game, it's hovering around. This is a tricky one for me because if it's just 6.5 all the time, I'm going to bet Detroit because I think everybody's going to say Kansas City wins. They just got to win by a touchdown. But Detroit is everybody loves Detroit this year. I'm not going to do it. Honestly, I might be on the under in this game. I think the world's going to be on Detroit because it'll be a public dog because people are hyped on Detroit. People got to be Kansas City because it's Kansas City. People bet the over because It just is what it is. I might be on the under in that game. Carolina, Atlanta. I I mean, this is a 3, 2.5. I'm going to go the opener lines because I have my opener lines here when they first came out. So I want to see if they've changed. FanDuel had this at 1.5. Will Hill had it at a 3. It is now a 2.5. I would maybe lean on the Panthers there as a little dog. So that's a dog for you. Houston, I already bet Houston plus 9.5, 10. I'm taking the Texans. Cleveland as a home dog. I don't hate Cleveland as a home dog plus 2.5. Right? Everybody's going to bet Joe Burrow. Right? That's simple. Cleveland is people. It's just Cleveland. They think they're terrible. The Colts. We already bet the Colts at plus 4. Bet the Colts plus 4. Minnesota. Here's another one. It was a 5.5 at one book. It was a 7 at another. I'm seeing 7s and 6.5s. Do I want to bet Tampa Bay? Do I want to bet Minnesota? No, thank you. Tennessee. I like the Saints here to beat the Titans. It's 3.5. Give me the Saints there. San Fran at Pittsburgh. I wanted the under because there was a 44. So who opened at 44? The Pitt game. 43.5 at FanDuel. It's immediately went down to 41 because FanDuel doesn't know what they're doing. Do I want to lay 3 with San Fran? No. So home dog there. Washington laying 6 to Arizona. I'm not taking Arizona ever. That team is crap. But do I want to bet on the Redskins? No. I already bet Green Bay as a dog. Money line. Let's go there. I like Denver over the Raiders. I think the Chargers beat Miami, even though I don't like the line at 2.5. I think the Eagles crush New England. I won't be shocked if that line's like 7 by opening kickoff. I mean, people got bet the Eagles, and I'm a Cowboy fan. I hate the Eagles. I'm not New England. Got some quarterback problems there. I don't like the Rams. Give me Seattle. Giants as a home dog. I kind of like against the Cowboys. And the Jets are what? It's a 1. If you want to bet, I mean that's a game to me. I'm not gonna get involved in. Wani 21. Obi Wani 21. Or winning. What is the winning for? Do you like the under in that Arizona game? Yes, I do like the under in Arizona. I mean, the guy's just been so good. You had to take the under 8.5 because even Soraka, he didn't have a bad start. Granted, it was Oakland, but still, you hadn't pitched in 3 years. It wasn't bad. I won't be shocked here at a under, not only because of Gallen. I mean, the Braves are just not hitting. They've gotten over twice recently in the last 10 games. So, yeah, give me the under there. Michael B. This is actually Michael B and not Michael Well. Now I got a Michael B here. It's going to be real confusing. D-backs are winning. Oh, the for sure is coming in here, Michael. You can't say for sure. That's the kiss of death. Dodgers here. Dodgers win 8-4 now because of that comment. Yankees are winning. D-backs are winning for sure. Yanks are winning today. Oh, my goodness. I'm a Yankee guy, Michael. I don't know. There's some days I like the Yanks. Some days I don't. This is a spot. I'm not really on them or against them. It's a no play. You don't got to play this game because it's a Sunday night game, even if you're a Yankee fan. Don't. Hey, you know what I do? I didn't really get into the props today. Maybe a ribby prop somewhere for the Yanks. Grab a Lieber Torres ribby. Michael A. Just tuned in with your place today. Major League Baseball for today. The Pirates plus 120. Although that's underway. Brewers plus 105. Marlins run line minus 115. The Stros run line plus $1.30. Rockies plus a 125 and the Heat over. And the Panthers. Panthers. David, I might take the Rays plus money. Why? Gallen has been hit up lately. Gallen has been hit up lately. That's what we're going with here today. He's been hit. Okay. Last game, 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 5 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs. 7 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. The Pirates got him 5 runs, 8 runs, 5 earned, and 3 2/3. They got him in Pittsburgh. So he's been hit up, giving up. I mean, I guess you could say the guy's hit up because he had a stretch of 1, 2, 3, 4 starts where he didn't give up a run in 30 innings. I don't know, Dave. I don't know if I'm looking to. I mean, I ran down Gallon's numbers at home. He has a .66 ERA, a .70 WHIP, a 170 batting average against, 41 innings, and 3 runs allowed. All right, take that 120 with a guy who pitched once this decade. Let me know. We'll know later how it is. I'm not running to bet the Braves today. With a guy who's given up more than 3 runs once. I think he's given up more than 3 runs twice the entire season. Roberts, it's frustrating game to watch last night. Top of the lineup for the Demonbacks. You know, we did have for the Demonbacks, the Diamondbacks here. I had a Perdomo Ribby plus 350 cashed, but I couldn't get anything off the Braves. I had Rosario and nobody else hit for me. That's why we have a small losing day. See, Bowman, see that you're on the Rocks train. Yeah, I mean, it's not even is it a Rocks train or is it like, here comes Kansas City's lost 3 in a row. I got a guy with a 7 ERA who can't get an out being a 140 fave. I got to take the Rockies. Vander, come on, Davis. Michael, I took the Rockies team total over 4. Winner. Poundon says, on top of everything, Giants third worst team in strikeouts. Perfect match. Yeah, I mean, again, they strike out a lot, as you said. And his last 4 starts, 8 strikeouts, 7, 8, and 7. And it's 5.5. Sure. Gano's awesome. If you watch his games, he's gets a lot of guys on base. What Dave? What? I don't know what you're watching because I'll just look at a box score and see that he's put nobody on base. 5 guys, 5 hits, 2 walks, 7 Ks. 5 hits, 2 walks. The bad game was against Pittsburgh. 8, 3 plus 8, 3 2/3, 8 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned, 4 walks, 2 Ks. Totally off his game. 7 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 6 Ks, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 7 Ks, 5 innings, 7 hits, 6 Ks, 6 innings, 4 hits, 12 Ks, 7 innings, 2 hits, 11 Ks. These are all no runs in these games too, by the way. 6 2/3, 2 hits, 0. He hit a guy, but 7 Ks, 7 innings, 3 hits. Again, no runs, no walks, 11 Ks. What are we doing here? The guy's had 3. He's had 3 starts where he's given up more than 3 runs. And 2 of them started the season. What? The guy at home, his whip, that's like hits and walks. It's .73. 24 hits, 6 walks, 30 guys on base in 41 innings. That's a lot of guys on base. How's that a lot of guys on base? 72 innings on the year, 59 hits, 16 innings. So he's got about a guy on base every. All right. So there's a guy on base. He's got 16 walks, kind of offsets the hits. He's got a 1 whip overall and a 218 batting average against 82 Ks. No intentional walks. He's hit 1 guy, giving up 2 homers, 22 earned runs. I mean, if that's a guy who gives up a bunch of guys on base, he's getting lucky. I'll take lucky guys like that anytime on my team. Michael, Braves guy also made his first start versus the A's. It's like face AA baseball. Yes, it is, but it's also it is versus the A's, and his ERA was 6, by the way, versus the A's. Right? I mean, he went 1 game, 6 innings. He gave up 4 runs, 5 hits. He gave up runs. He hadn't pitched since 2020. Like, I mean, really, it's got 3 years he hasn't pitched in the majors. Come on. And it's not a AA team. It's more like a 4A team because AA team has prospects on it. Robert, remember, we've watched Atlanta struggle offensively. I mean, yeah, and we'll go back to Atlanta here. As I mentioned, with them having 2 overs in the last 10 games. Let's look at this. And I like the offense, right? It's. I had 6 guys last night, or 5 ribby props from last night. I got one of them. 5 runs yesterday, 2 runs versus Arizona, 4 versus Oakland, 1 versus Oakland, 2 versus Oakland, 4 versus Philly, 1 versus Philly, 4 versus Philly, 8 versus Philly, and 4 versus the Dodgers. I mean, this is not some team that's scoring a ton of runs. I mean, what are we doing running to take the break? Like, and say that Gallen puts a lot of guys on base, and he's going to get lit up here. Justin, my guy, welcome. Good to see you. Michael says, no doubt Giants are the Kings of striking out. Well, I mean, the lineup's terrible. BC, no. No, someone said run line here. Take the run line. Michael, I took Joker over 10.5 assists tonight. Worth it. I mean, the guy's a triple-double machine. He's going to get doubled. He'll pass out. And as much as Porter was what? 2 of 11 from 3, 2 of 3, 13, whatever he was. And Murray was 2 of 7, 2 of 8. And maybe they make a couple today. And he had the assists anyway last game. So you should get it this game as well. All right. Nick says Brewers yesterday. Reds are kind of they are, but the Reds have dropped 3 in a row. Brewers have won 2. I'm not looking to bet on a team that's lost 3 in a row. Why are we taking a fade that's been losing games? No, thank you. Herman versus Miller, established pitcher versus prospect. Holy, I mean, I don't know if I'm out there calling Herman an established pitcher. He's got a couple years under his belt. I mean, I get it. He's 30. To me, he's for the Yanks. He's always like, maybe because he's just been injured. Is that why I think of him as a guy who's not an established pitcher, Michael? Herman came up in 7. He came up in 27. Also, only seven bullpen games. Typical Yankees, 18. He's 14 starts, 7 in a bullpen. 24 starts, 18 starts, 27, 22 games in and out. Last year, 15 and 14. All starts this year. You know what? I guess he is established. He's 30. Wow. Red Sox Rays over or under? I'm going to go over here. I think the Rays hit Hauk, and as much as I like Taj Bradley, it's good. Sox hit at home, and I don't think Bradley's there yet to really stymie teams that hit. So give me the over. Robert says it's the Mets, business as usual. Tough team to bet on. Rays Taj over to strikeouts. That guy. I like that guy. How has Taj's strikeouts been? Again, I'm just going to look at his strikeouts. I'm not going to really jump into the Red Sox lineup. 8, 7, 4, 6, 9, 8. I mean, yeah. I mean, 4.5 strikeouts. He hasn't hit this one time. See, I guess you know what the tricky thing is about this? They give him this 4.5. He only pitches like 5 innings. So that's but he mows cats down here. 78 pitches, 8 strikeouts. 80 pitches, 84 pitches, 9 strikeouts. 82, 6. 80 pitches, 7. No, I take the over. I'm with you on that guy. Lane Thomas, you're going a little Washington Natties, huh? Over 1.5 bases plus 125. I mean, I don't hate it. Suarez has been bad. I mean, I could have put the Nats in here as a free pick. I probably should have because they hit lefties. Next is today I'm on under 216. I think it'll be around 214 to 15. Well, it's up to I got a 214.5 when we did the show on Friday. So I think it's an over. I think Miami scores and I think Denver scores because they didn't score in game 1. And I can't see another being a low scoring game like that. Dodgers 155. No, you can't lay 155. No. I mean, it's not even just because Herman's a established guy. Yeah, he's a rookie pitcher. You can't lay 155 with the Dodgers. I cannot. You trust? I don't trust that lineup. You trust that lineup? Davis, no. Lively also has 4.5 Ks. I mean, I'd go over that because the Brewers never have any kind of hitters. Talk about wasting their pitching stats the last couple of years. Terrible. What do we got Lively here? 8, 8, and 8 his last 3 starts here. I'm going to say okay to that one as well. That guy. I like your strikeout props. Yes, Texas is always a play. Right? I think the Rangers should be a play. I mean, here's another team getting zero kind of respect, but at a 165, that's got to be a run line for me. Run line only. Run line only. He's laughing at me now. Steven, I know Bryce Miller got rocked by New York last time out. He has the Rangers. I think Seattle can avoid the sweep. I don't know. I'm not betting on Seattle to avoid a sweep. No. I mean, they're 500 for a reason. They're now. Do I want they 165? No. I'd rather go a run line with Texas, but money on Rangers either as a dog or no, no. Dave says 3 innings under 2.5. Okay, gotcha. I don't hate that under. Next, I'm going to stop playing totals for 5 days in MLB. Here's the thing: stop playing them, but write down what you kind of like. Be like, all right, today it's Sunday. I kind of like this one or these three, whatever. Write it down yourself. All right, because you'll remember, like, oh, I had all these winners. But if you write them down every day, and then you see if you win, lose, how you'd be, make sure you write down because the juice is different. You gotta keep some are 105, some are 113. Write them all down. 5 days from now, add them up. How'd you do? All right, I got a good. They're hitting kind of good. And if you go 5-0, 27 and 17, whatever the record is, if it's big wins, big losses, whatever the case may be, small. When you start back up, just bet small. Don't think about what you lost. Thinking like, oh, if I was betting 100 instead of 10, I would have made 100, $90 more, $100 out of 10. Don't think of it that way. Don't think of it that way. Denver minus 9. I like Denver. I like the Nuggets. Jeremy Jones, give us a parlay show one time. Bounce back Sunday. Here, parlay today. I don't know about a parlay. I'll give you games to put in a parlay, and then when it goes 4-1, I could say, oh, best way to go 4-1 is put in a 5-team parlay. Pirates, Brewers, Marlins run line, Astros run line, and the Rockies. There you go. I can't. Here's the thing, and this is Jeremy. You're going to put a parlay in, and you go 3-1 or 2-1, and you lose money. You bet them straight, and you make a couple bucks. I can't say come in and take a 14, 5-team, 17. Like somebody's like, they joke around 10-team parlays, whatever. You go 7-3 in a parlay and you lose money. You lose that day because you just bet that. Oh my goodness! If I didn't shave my head, I'd pull out my eyebrows, like my bushy eyebrows out. What are you doing? Don't do that. Shaqzilla. Shaqzilla. I'm on the Angels money line and the Mets money line again. So Toronto's won 3 in a row. The Mets have dropped a couple, but I don't hate the Mets here with Singh. I don't hate that. Angels money line. I'm not really running to bet that. I understand. You could look at it and be like, wow, it's only 120. It looks a little low. I understand it looks low. It's JP France. You're like, oh, it's kind of light. Angels still lost 3 straight. Hastings has won 3-0. I mean, for me, we have it here. It's Astros run line. I'm looking for a plus 130 on the Astros. The Angels to me, I just what a mediocre bunch of underachievers. Trout and Ohtani are what? 2 of the highest paid guys. Rendon, I think they have 3 to 5 highest paid players in baseball, and you're a 500 club. Trade Ohtani. See what you get for Rendon. Train everybody. Start over. Where you go? You're not catching the Astros ever. You're not happening. I mean, the Rangers are playing over their heads, yes, but that's a team that just spent $1 billion the last 2 years on DeGrom, Simeon, Seager, Evaldi, Odorizzi, Martin Perez, Gray, whoever, or not Perez, but John Gray. They're spending money. All right, what are you doing here? Seattle's got a team that was in the playoffs last year and scuffling along. Don't bet the Angels. The Angels, sell the team, strip it down, trade away everybody, start over. I mean, you see the Marlins win with no payroll. The Giants win with no payroll. Do something. Michael, hit the like button. Why can't you hit the like button? This is from 20 minutes ago, this comment. We have no likes in the chat. Pound it. What again? Mr. Chalk's been right on Murray over rebounds for past 6 games. It's been over 4.5. He's been cashing with ease. Also, check out Michael Porter's 16 shot attempts finished 11 points. He was cold. Yeah, I mean, he took 11 threes. So if he's taking 16 shot attempts, I think you should be in good shape. Mr. Chalk. Hope he's not watching. That guy. My name isn't Sean, but Taj over 4.5 Ks, lively over 4.5 Ks. Uh, Miami, run line, Rockies, money line, Texas. I know. I just like that guy. I like being that guy. That's a great name, that guy. So yeah, Taj K's, lively K's, 100% agree. Here's your K. Where's the parlay cat? Let's go. We got a prop parlay for you. We got Taj over 4.5, lively over 4.5, and Wells for the Orioles over his 5.5. There you go. Miami run line, yes, because the A's are just brutal, and you can't lay $2 with Sandy. He's been terrible. But if he's gonna have a Cy Young for him, it should be versus this team. Rockies, take the Rockies. I mean, Kansas City. How are they? I mean, lost 3 in a row. I got to take Kansas City. Laying 140. What a joke. Texas money line. That's a little steep for my price. That's at the top. Like 160 would be really the highest I'd go. That guy. But I mean, what are you gonna do? You can add Houston if you want more risk for a payout. 100 to win 335 hundo. There you go. And a little parlay for our guy. Who is that? James, right? Jeremy Jones coming in. Remember Jeremy Jordan sang a Right Kind of Love? It was in Beverly Hills 90210 from the 90s. Anybody? That's just because it said Jeremy Jones. And I said, oh, Jeremy Jordan. Anyway, I'm taking the Heat at plus $3. Chris, yeah, cover your eyes because, by halftime, you're like, what was I doing here? Terrible. Should just bet the over. Denver's got 86 points at the half. T-Money's in the house. I'll drop in. I'm still mad at how my week's going. It's all right, my friend. How are you? I've been good. I'm going to drop the Heat money line. I don't think 295 is even worth taking the Heat. It's not. It's a loser. They're 86-55 at the half today on our way to a monster over. Money on Markel says, Rockies, take the Rockies today. How are we betting Kansas City? They dropped 3 in a row. Brady Singer, and I'm a Singer fan. I like the guy. He's not pitched well. He shouldn't be a 140 fave. I don't get Kyle Freeland. Right, I joke Kyle Freeland. The guy's had one good year in the last 6. But I'm not laying. You can't lay with Kansas City. I don't care. I'll lose plus money. I'll lose it. It's still a nice even loss. I can move on to tomorrow and take another dog and be 1-1 and be up money. Take a 140 with the Royals. I have 8 wins at home. That guy out of here. Pete Pull. What do we got here? Who do you think wins the Yank game tonight? I want to say take the under tonight, believe it or not. I don't know. Maybe a Gleber, a little Gleber Torres, Ruby prop. I'm not really. It can go either way for me. I could see the Yanks losing bad 6-1. I could see them hitting this kid and winning 3-0. Not interested. You don't got to bet the Sunday night game because it's a Sunday night, Pete, especially in baseball. You don't got to do it. You don't have to do it. In fact, you know what? What you should be doing is hoping this game is like a crazy extra inning affair or some wild bullpen game where it's 7-7 and then you got bullpens. Actually, you know what? They're all off tomorrow. That stinks. I would say because then you come in and fade them the next day. But you can still fade the Yanks on Tuesday with Giolito. I will take Giolito and the White Sox on Tuesday. And then we have the Dodgers playing Hunter Green and the Reds on Tuesday as well. But again, I'm not betting this game. T-Money, I'm taking a break day, but I may fire an Otto Porter double-double. Everybody likes these Porter. Everybody likes the overshots, points, all types of Porter, rebound action. Rob Franklin, good morning. You're coming in. I've been on for an hour plus. You're just getting here. I'm ready to roll out of here. Michael, hey, I don't know about the Nats today. Ranger looked like 2022 Ranger last start, hitting his spots. I don't know. I can't do it. I'd be leaning on the Nats here. I probably should have put the Nats in the chat. I'm a little annoyed I did not. T-Money, MLB is trash. These new rules. Teams are offensively challenged, really struggling. Stop. They're not. I mean, they're not struggling. It's the same crap. The same guys strike out 190 times. It's a joke. It's just the way the game's played now. It's ridiculous. Lions +7. Opening day. NFL. I'm going to probably take the under. Game day. I love the pitch clock. One of the best things. I can't stand the pitch clock. I'm not a pitch clock guy. T-Money, I love the Eagles and Chiefs week 1. A few dogs. Maybe Arizona has a dog outright against Wash. I can't even get in there. Who's quarterbacking for Arizona? Or Washington, for that matter. I mean, no thank you. Titans against New Orleans outright. Oh, boy. I'm against you all over the joint. I mean, I think the Eagles win They better win going away. I mean, I am not a fan of the New England quarterback situation. Rangers run line today, yes, 165 is a little too high for me. Robert says those massive crowds in Cincy is a great indicator. Almost enough fans to fill a Western Sizzler. Just leave baseball alone. What's wrong with Sizzler? I remember going Sizzler back in the 90s. About the only sport you don't have to worry. Exactly. How do you, let's hurry up a sport that plays 160. I mean, NBA guys sit out day game, like, oh, we got a back to back. These dudes play 6 games a week sometimes and play. Maybe they take, we don't have a lot of Ironmen anymore. Nobody plays, 160. But 150 games is a lot nowadays, right? Well, that's a good 150, 155. You got a bunch of guys who play a bunch of games. This is not a game. It's not a speed up game. It's not a speed up game. It's a game of attrition, right, dude? The pitcher's out there. He's trying to make you uncomfortable, so he's going to take a little longer. The batter's going to do the same kind of thing, get you off your rhythm. That's what the game's about. Little nuances. I mean, come on. Robert says Rays money line today. Taj Bradley minus 115. Yes, I like it. J Rock says Trey Turner, Ribby going to bat fourth bank. Castillo and Harper should have some opportunities. He should. That boy, what a terrible signing so far that deal looks like. Although I don't try to get wrapped up into 2 months of a contract. Steve says, like the Dodgers saying Miller on the hill. I mean, I don't hate Miller. It's the Yanks. I've seen them get stymied by young guys all the time. As a Yankee fan, I mean, just nobody comes up and it's 7 innings, scoreless inning. I mean, I've seen Matt Strahm go twice against the Yanks, pitch like 15 innings with like 22 strikeouts. So, no thank you on a Sunday night. I'm going to go watch. Started yesterday watching the Jack Ryan series on Amazon with my wife. I'll do that later instead of watching the Yankee game. Jeremy Jones can't do props in the parlay in Cali. All right. Even on the offshores, don't take that. I hate to tell you to take a parlay because then it goes 3-1 or 2-1 and loses and you lose money. I don't like to do that. Rather just lose it straight and be like, Team money. I think the Bills will smoke the Jets. Rodgers with the Jets isn't going to last long. Yeah, I don't like that. Under for the Jets on the season. Under wins. That guy says online sportsbook solves those restrictions. For what we talking about, the guys parlay betting offshore. I mean, they're all different. Now in the States you got them. They encourage that kind of nonsense. You know why? Because they win all the time. Because it's a winner for them doing parlays. That's where they get all their money from. Rob Franklin, D-backs money line today. Again, 130 with Gallen, who's been fabulous. I ran off his home stats earlier, Rob. The guy's been unhittable at home. Marie says, anything over 4.5 of Belichick week 1 is a gift. I don't know about a gift. I mean, have you seen the quarterback situation there? Who's calling plays? Are they bringing an offensive coordinator yet, or are you still using a linebackers coach to go? I mean, take it easy, Bill. All right. Now, at 4.5, I'm grabbing the Eagles. Let's see how preseason goes crazy. I mean, maybe somebody gets hurt on the Eagles, right? And this line goes from 4 to it's a pick 'em because we got a backup quarterback in or something. You don't know. Here in Ontario, we couldn't legally bet single game bets until last year. Yeah, that's crazy Canada, man. Enjoy the maple syrup, that guy. I like Canadian bacon, by the way, that guy. Thanks for the input. I was not sure about the totals. You're welcome, kid. That's what I'm here to help. T-Money. The under and Tigers game should be a no sweater. Here we go. Yeah, you start saying crap like that. The no sweat bet. What is that here? Boyd and Kopech. Yeah, no sweat bet, huh? 8.5. What's it like in there? Is there a tornado? Wind's blowing in? What's going on in Chicago? No sweat means automatic loser. I got to write it down. No sweat bet. T-Money. Under White Sox. See how that works out. Rob says Cincy money line today. I'm not a lively guy. I can't bet on team that's also 3 in a row. No, thank you. J-Rock says hit a parlay. Cal Gurlau, Freeman Martinez. There you go. Hit parlays are all right. You know I like my ribby parlays, J-Rock. Corbett Cow. We love Corbett Cow. Rob Franklin says Philly Nats over the 9. I agree because I think the Nats are going to hit Suarez here. Marie says Browns money line, yes. Steelers money line, yes. Dolphins money line week is too easy. There we go. So now I got two. Now I already got 2 losers on my hands because you just said these guys are too easy. Browns and Steelers. Oh yeah. Thanks for the losers there, Maurice. Make sure you bring this up again so I can add it to my little football. I got my football book on the ground here. Steven says, I like the over 9 in Phillies Nats game. I agree. Over the total. Chris Tatum. I'm on Mookie again. 750 triple. 7,500 triple in a ribby. I'm pulling for you on the Castro double in a homer here. Rob says, Mariners over the 8. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I could see Evaldi shutting down Seattle. Seattle's having trouble all season scoring runs. But the Rangers can score. Gun hasn't been lit up at all. I know. I ran. He was lit up. Pirates got him for 8 runs. A couple starts back. The other starts, he's given him more than 3 runs. More than 3 runs 3 times this year. What are we talking about? At home, he's given up 3 runs in 41 innings at home. Oh, somebody wants to bet the over there against him. I think he's going to give up 6 runs, maybe does. I mean, I can't go against that. That's crazy. Dodgers on the bounce back's a good look today. Again, it's a no play for me on a Sunday night. Gon had 1 bad game. I don't know, really. In fact, Gon hasn't been lit up this season. Yeah, no, the Pirates lit him up. The Pirates said, "Oh, you're terrible, and we're awesome." The Pirates made him look like it was Andy Van Slyke, Bobby Bonilla, and Barry Bonds ripping him. They crushed him. It wasn't even. It's not even debatable. That guy, 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned, 4 walks, only 2 strikeouts. They hit him. They hit him bad. That's it. And the Dodgers and Padres got him in weeks 1 and 2, and then starts 1 and 2, and then he had a 40-something inning scoreless streak. And the other starts, he's giving up 1, 2 runs or something. Rob says, I'm Brains fan, going D-back. Soroko's still working out the kinks. Yeah, he is. I mean, 6 innings, 4 runs versus the A's. He's got to work his way back. Guy hasn't pitched since 2020. That guy don't get throw no-run games all year, but he hasn't been getting hit. Some batters have been so unlucky. It is what it is. You're going to throw a clunker every once in a while. You're not. I mean, you're not Sandy Koufax. It's not that good and going 24-4 with a 1.92 ERA or something like those. Those kind of games are total crazy outliers. Those seasons. T-Money, I really hope the Diamondbacks lose by a ton. I hate their franchise. All right, tell us how you really feel there. Nick says, yesterday, Marlins Oakland game over. Did hit a run? Marlins Oakland game. Oh, 0 home, but no home runs yesterday? Is that what you're saying? Nathan, good morning. Chris, thank you for the insight over the years. I try. I try to, bring a little bit of experience. That doesn't mean it's going to win every time I say something, or it's just what it is. Rob, plus Braves offense not looking. No, they aren't. I mean, they scored 4-2-2, but they had 5 runs last night. So 5-4, 2-1, 2-1, 4. I mean, they're. And then you're facing a guy who's been unhittable at home. Rays, I like the over here, brother man. Taj Bradley and Tanner Houck over the total. Steve Bowman says D-backs run line. I don't hate that, right? You don't want to lay 130. Say, hey, all right, maybe the Braves hit them and it's a loser. I don't want to lay the money. I'd rather take a plus 140. Why not? Say they hit Soraka and it's 6-2. Take the plus 140. Nathan says the Nuggets outright today. Yeah, they should win by 10. 113, 1. Wow, all right. I need a little more than that because I got a 214 and a half. So I need can I get a 115, 103? Is that all right there, Nathan? Rob says a Nerfy Rangers Mariners. I'm all for the Nerfies. I think I don't care who's pitching. I don't care how bad you are. Get 3 outs. Move on to the next inning. That guy says the pick game was back when they were highly overachieving, beating everyone, including they had a nice little run. But it's I still got to throw it out there. I mean, again, he had a bad start opening day versus the Dodgers. He gave up 5 runs. He gave up 5 runs versus the Padres. And then short of that Pirate game, the guy's been unhittable. Go look at his home numbers. His home numbers, I mean, how are you going to bet against a guy at home at laying 130? I don't care any other team short of like the Yankees or Dodgers or some marquee name, he's laying 200. Without a doubt at home. Nuggets first quarter, yes, lay to 3. That guy. Braves been playing some decent pitching and they're scoring some. I don't think Oakland has decent pitching. I mean, number one, no. I don't think Ryan Nelson's a decent pitcher, although they scored a couple runs against him last night. I'm not high on a Philly staff. I mean, it's here's the thing though. Guys are gonna it's guys are gonna slump. That guy, you know this. It is what it is. When teams are good, when teams look really good, why? Because you're crushing the ball. Everything's going. I mean, they're hitting everything. You're getting decent pitching. You look great. Start not hitting, and then the Rays lose a couple to the Cubbies who look like crap. That's why baseball's the best, man. Davis, Los Angeles Football Club, June 7th. Listen. I'm not worried about June 4th soccer, Davis. I don't know soccer. I'm not worried about June 7th. Don't expect that continue with subpar pitching. Yeah, well, this isn't a subpar pitching though. That guy. This is Zach Gallen. Next game, yeah, different. I want someone Michael B's been soaking this morning. I just seriously. Michael, have a good one. Untouchable. Good afternoon. Good to see you. 5 innings, still a minimum of 15 batters. Washington, Baltimore first five. So you like the sides here, Washington, Baltimore. So the Natties and the O's first five. You gonna parlay that puppy? Untouchable. McMahon Ribby +1. I don't hate this one. The guy's been tearing it up. He's had a nice little run with his ribbies. He should get some against Singer. Singer's been bad. I like it. Jermaine Conley, welcome. I think first time I've seen you posted here. How about Houston and Texas? More than considering they're just playing better. The Astros, it's what, a 150 here with the Astros? JP France, I don't hate it because the Angels have dropped 3 in a row. I'm not looking to bet on the Angels. I'd prefer a run line. 150, 160 is really the top for me. And same with Texas. I would run line them. Unless, listen, you want to parlay these guys, put them in a little parlay? Sure. I just can't lay those numbers. I think they both win, yes. Nathan says, game goes under. Miami has no gas. I don't know. Because I think Denver's going to put up a 120 spot here. I think Miami could get to 100. They look so bad in game one. They got to score 100 here in game two. Rob says A's +199. No, he's not himself. He looked good first start against Atlanta. Miami's. I get it. I thought about the $2. I did, but I'm like, you know what? The A's have still lost 3 in a row and 8 of 10. Just the overall A's numbers. 5-24 on the road. Would they lose 8 of 10, 11 and 13, whatever they are? I can't even at $2. I'll take a run line, even money, or -115. It is. Under Oakland, Miami. I can't do it. I can't take under Oakland games because they're just bad. They're just so bad. I don't know what's going to happen. I'd rather just see the other team run line. What the heck is this? I'm convinced now that Davis just comes in to troll me with this kind of stuff because he just posts stuff all the time. French Open for tomorrow, 4 a.m. Early morning. Easy same game parlay. Suarez under 4.5 Ks. Turner hit and Stott hit +168. I don't know if it's easy. Nothing is easy in life, J Rock. All right, let's say more. Except for me in the NFL last night, that was easy money. But I don't hate it because I don't think Suarez is going to last long, and both of these guys should get hits. Bring in the Nerfies. Winning wager. How are they? Parlays are for hedge betting. Hedging is for gardeners. I'll give them to parlays. People like parlays. It is what it. I know. Winning wager. You know how I think. You've popped in a few times, and those in the chat know. I'm not a big parlay guy. I understand the attraction. I get it. And I'm not saying I've never done them. Like football season, I can't sit here and lie to you and be like, a college football Saturday, I'll have some 9-teamer with a bunch of crazy one-line fades, and I'll put some random amount in to round off into my even numbers, whatever they are, 37-42, 78-88, 17-14, whatever it is, $23.18, any kind of random stuff to do, something like that, sure. Do I do some money? Yeah. But to do that, to try to make it, No, you can't do it. You can't. You can't. I'd rather go 2-2 and make 25 bucks than go 2-2 in a parlay and lose 150 or whatever. Untouchable. Also like the under is Toronto Mets. I don't like that. I like the over there. I like the over. Baltimore under, yes. I bet that Baltimore under. I got an 8.5 one spot. That guy, straight bet, and then they had a couple parlays grouping your straights. That's the thing. I mean, you have the straight bet, and the parlays are just what they are, man. They put them out there. They're suckers. Here's a boosted parlay. I mean, the minute they throw boost, who the heck's giving you money? I mean, who just does that? Who does that? Nobody. Because they're losers. Again, every time? No. No. Just like I don't win every time. You won't win every time. Parlays don't win them teasers. Stay away from those. Yeah, group your straight bets. I knew what you meant. Nathan says these people think they're Nathan Stern in here. Wager. Angels money line plus 130. How can you bet the Angels win a wager? Like, I mean, all right. JP France isn't, RJ, who's that? RJ Reynolds back in the day for these guys? Big in the 80s, big strikeout pitcher for them. I understand that. He's laying 140, whatever. You want to bet Griffin Canning? I mean, the Angels, this is a franchise that is just 500, a substandard team for the last decade. You got three of the highest paid players in baseball with Trout, Otani, Rendon, and you can't do nothing. Nothing. It's terrible. You want to bet this? How do you bet it all you like? Good luck with that. No way. Not a chance. Angels are getting swept. Yes, I mean, trade Otani, trade everybody. And I thought they went out. They got Drury, they got Urshela. I'm like, all right, they're bringing in some solid guys here, professional bats. To get a little. Can we get some pitching? I thought Reed Demers would take a step forward. I like Reed Demers. Sandoval, I like. Otani is what he is when he's going out there. You still lose. What are you doing? You're not catching Houston. I don't. You're not catching Texas. I mean, I think Seattle's better than you, even though they're a 500 team as well. Untouchable. Whenever an average better wins, even if it's a little, you just say, "I wish I wagered more." And that's it. That's how they think. Oh man, I should have more in that game. I should have more in that game. Should have more. Should have more of Apple stock back in 1997. Just make it happen. Win and wager. Griffin Cannon can get the win here, but W times or Astros get on basic and get better live odds. I mean, I think if you want the Angels, I'm sure you can find better live odds because I'm sure they'll be down 4-1 early. Not that they'll come back. I mean, better odds don't mean it's going to win. That guy's life at Untouchables. Scott, welcome in. Guys, I took 2 days away from betting because I was in a slump and now my bankroll's doubled. What do you think about the Rays today at Boston on Monday night? I do like the Rays minus 115. Yeah, the bankroll's double because you didn't play for 2 days. I love it. Good. That's a good way to do things. It's all right taking a day off or 2 days off or just you don't like games. It's all right. And like I say all the time, dude, write down what you like. Try it for a week. You want to get a little discipline? Write down your games for a week. See if you can control yourself. And 90% of people can't control. I'm probably more than that. That being said, I like the Rays today. Michael A. Only time I bet the Angels is team total against mediocre bad pitching. Yeah. Makes sense, Michael. Michael A. We got Michael A. We got Michael B. and Michael Buella. Jordan Lyles guy. I mean, terrible. That's the only guy. I think that's the only pitcher the Royals signed this year, too. Already on the over Miami. Get it. I think Miami's scoring 100. Again, Denver at the 120 spot, and I need 100 from Miami. I think I'll get it. Blackburn over 3.5 Ks today for Oaktown versus Miami. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on Blackburn, king of the first five. Again, you're going back years, though. The guy, I mean, how was his first five in the minors this year when he did 7 rehab starts and had a 7 ERA or whatever that he had? Again, I can't jump onto that right now. That guy. I love that guy. Aaron, enjoy your day. Came in to say hello. I appreciate it, Aaron. Thank you. Let's go Pirates first five. Cash it. There you go. That's a winner. That is a winner. I think King D had under first 5-2 in that game as well. Kevin, great show today. I appreciate it, Kevin. Thank you. I try. I try to make all the shows good. But they're only as entertaining and good as the chat is, and we got a lot of new guys in the chat today, which I appreciate. You know, and again, it's a usually the show's usually about sometimes about an hour, sometimes less, but here we are almost an hour and a half because they got a lot of new people. I don't want to roll them out of here. Bill O'Brien, offensive coordinator here. That's who's taking over play calling for the Patriots. Bill O'Brien, this guy. Oh my god! I mean, like, all right, it's better than last year's uh, combo. What a winning combo they had last year. Talk about sending back your young quarterback. Unbelievable. I mean, sorry, I had to get some ice in my mouth here. I've been slapping my jaw away here, talking all the time. So, all right, um, you're bringing in this guy. He was with the Patriots before, right? Some good runs here. I mean, he was their coordinator. Again, you had Brady back then. You did some time at Penn State at the Texans. Were you good at the Texans? Alabama quarterback coach. I mean, see, this is interesting here. Do we? He had Deshaun Watson in Houston. Is Mac Jones, Zappy, Billy Zapp? I'm still gonna like the Eagles in Game 1, Scott. J Rock, Cardinal showing you why you don't bet on last place teams. St. Louis, and I said from start to year, I said this team, the pitching staff, is in trouble. Offense is good. You need to have the other team not score a little bit, though. It's like any sport, right? Can't win if you can't score. You need defense in football to make a stop. You need some defense in basketball to make a stop. You need a goalie to make some stops in hockey. Baseball, your defense is you need a pitcher to get some outs. You need a bunch of pitchers. We're just a bunch of syrup sucking stick slappers over here in Canada. Eating your Canadian bacon. And by the way, I love Canadian bacon. Davis says Eagles -5. I like the Eagles -5. I don't care. I'm taking Eagles week 1. It'll be a sucker play. I don't care. I can't take the Patriots. No thank you. And all you hear about, Belichick has a dog. You're going to get all these stats all summer long. I don't care. I'll take a loss. I don't mind taking. I'll go 7-4 every week in NFL and make money. I'll have a loser. I don't care. Miz says the Cubbies today with Stroman. He's pitched well. I'll take the Cubbies today. I'm not running to bet. Again, another sub 500 team like the Mets and like St. Louis. People want to, we got to take the Padres today. Well, they're not winning. T-Money, Tigers, White Sox couldn't hit a softball right now. And parlays. They have a little system. 7-8 games. They still have a mix and match. 7-8 games. A parlay? What are we doing that 7-8 game parlay? So here's the thing with that, though. You come in and say they can't hit a softball right now. The White Sox have gone over in 7-10. Now, the last 2 games have been unders in these two. All right? But they were 7-10. So they were 7-1 to the over coming into this series. And Detroit was 6-2 to the over coming into these last 2 games. I mean, what? I mean, the over is even with 2 straight unders, the over is 7-3 the last 10 times they played with 2 straight unders. I mean, I don't know, T-Money. Come on. Queen X plus 7,500. Please explain who post that. That's a triple. That's Mookie Betts hit a triple. I think was 700, not 75,000. I don't know about the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboy guy. I don't know if I could lay 3. The Giants. I think the Giants, they got a new coach, and we saw Daniel Jones take a big step forward last year. King D says Pirates first shot. I just mentioned you, King D. I said you had the under. Rich Hill turning back the clock. The problem with Rich Hill is that he's only going to pitch like 15 games. And this is why I don't like the Pirates. Now, they're winning, but again, they had a couple losses to start the year. Then you play a team like St. Louis, who's bad. Could we just get the fact out here that St. Louis is a bad team? Can we admit that? Vince Velasquez and Rich Hill are not pitching 35 games, 32 games this year. It's not happening. Scott Coe betting the Cardinals under games pretty much a good bet. They really go over. See, I disagree with that. I disagree with that because to me the Cardinals are an over team. Um, yes, they are. I think they're 35 and 25. I mean, there are a few more games to the under than the over. But when it's their time, it is a over. They'll go on overruns because they're playing 8-6 games. You know what I'm saying? They're 35 and 34 and 24 to the under. Oh, excuse me. They're 29-29. They're even to the end. I was looking at their regular thing here. Hold on. Let me pull this up on covers here. What's it say here? 29 and 29. Their totals are the same. I was looking at 34 and 29 with their record. To me, they're moreover because when they're bad or good because they're hitting, they're also giving up runs. So I think for me, when I do their totals, it's who's pitching. Miklos has pitched better lately. Wainwright, I mean, he's got Texas next game. It's Texas run line and an overplay for me in that game. I mean, I like Monty, but again, this team, the bullpen hasn't been good. Can be very impressive. Who's been very impressive? What's impressive? You're under or Rich Hill? Mario Daniel, Detroit White Sox, Orioles, Giants, Toronto's Mets. So the Detroit game, I got to lean to the over there. I like the Giants under the 8 or 8.5, whatever you can get. And the Met game, I like the Mets today, believe it or not. It was a 122 yesterday. I know it's gone up, and I hate betting on the teams who've lost a couple, right? And the oh no way Mets get swept and Toronto's won 3 in a row and be 4 in a row today. But Kikuchi on the road has been bad. My favorite here would be the Mets. Mario says under. Which under? Under for which one, Mario? Steve, a good show. Appreciate it. I appreciate everybody popping in. I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. I mean, I hate stopping shows, especially when I get newer people like Mario's here, a newer guy. Rays, yes, I like. Astros would be a run line. Rangers would be a run line as well. I don't want to lay 150, 160. Colorado is a pick in the chat today. Here you go. We had the Pirates in the chat, 120. Brewers plus 105. Marlins run line, minus 115. Stros run line plus 130. And the Rockies plus $1.25. So I'm with you on some of these games. Reginald, another newer commenter. Welcome in. I appreciate all the new guys coming in. Guys, listen though. You're coming in. I mean, we're an hour and a half into the show. Usually the show is sometimes less than an hour. Put that notification bell on. Or just remember, midday money. It's noon, wherever you are. 11 o'clock at the Central, 9 on the West. Come right in out of the gate. Oakland A's money line. Now, I don't hate this. Now, I do have the Marlins plus or minus 115 on the run line. But if you want to take Oakland plus $2, I'm not going to say no because Alcantara has not pitched that well. All right. Again, I have the Marlins run line. I'm not going to try to say don't take that game because at $2, it's worth a shot versus a guy who's, let's be honest, Alcantara is not Cy Young Alcantara. ZRA is almost 5. All right. Has he pitched a little better? Yes. I mean, at home, he's got a 4.30 ERA, and that's with a shutout under his belt in 6 starts. The month of May, a little better towards the end. I mean, or maybe not. I'm looking at his numbers real fast. So we look at Alcantara as a guy who is he gives up no runs. 3-0. He gave up 9. Philly got him good. 3 earned. 2-3-2. 6 runs against the Reds. 4-2-4. So, he's good for like 3 runs nowadays. That's just been the standard for him this season. He had a couple good starts. That being said, I mean, you're taking $2. I'm not going to say no. Again, I got the Marlins just because it's the A's, and they've lost 3 in a row, and they have 5 wins on the road. I don't want to run to bet 5-win teams. I love doing my DMV parlays every now and then. Here we go with the parlays again. Stop with the parlays, untouchable. That guy. A's lost 38 of their losses by 2 or more runs. Yeah, they're brutal. 10-19. So if you there are games on the road where they're 5-24. If you took the run line the other side, you're 19-10. And you're probably you're probably up a little money. I mean, I don't think you're all the time laying 115, so you're probably a little plus money on that. Rob says Cubbies Padres under the 8.5. Yes. T Money says easy same game parlay. Those words might be good. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's nothing easy about them. It's I know it's tennis. I mean, and Davis comes in, and I keep saying this in the chat to him. I'm like, Davis, one, are you just putting out because he put out like the college faves or baseball, and he's just listing all the faves, and there's never any pluses. So I don't know if he's just putting the game out there like, hey, who do you like in this game, or he's saying I'm betting this game, or has he bet it? Will he bet it? And the college baseball, I don't bet college baseball. I don't come in here pretending I know college baseball. I don't know college. I sure as heck don't know tennis. I sure as heck don't know soccer or UFC. I stick to the sports that I've been doing for 30 years. That's what I know. I'm a stubborn old dog. Miz, everyone blowing in at the Met game. All right. I still don't like Kikuchi. T Money. Those boosts are amazing. I made some dumb money off using the 30% boost with Otto Jr., but show them they limit you when you hit them hard. Yes. Well, you don't got to tell me, bro. I don't know these things. Come on. Untouchable. I like fading the boost. A lot of time, I think last year, I don't know if it was during football, college, or NFL, someone was posting the boosts that they, whatever, it was whatever was posted them, FanDuel, DraftKings, that could have been whatever it was. And they were like on a 0 and like 15 run. Like every boost was a loser. And then you get the crowd, oh, it's fixed. I can't wait for football when that starts up. Rob says Rockies, yes. Scott, Mariners, Rangers, Miller, Valdi, Nerfy, yes. Stop Gia. Plus 780 boosted. What do we got here? Bam over, yes. Jimmy over assist, sure. Joke over 24 points, yes. Wow. See that? I don't hate that because I could agree to every one of those. It's worth a shot. Here's the problem is though. You try to get $100 down on that. If they let you bet the hundo, it cashes and you're done over there. That's the truth because your next boost you're going to be in there for $9.36. Speaking from experience. All right. That's the problem with these joke outfits. It's terrible. That's why the offshore will never leave. They'll always be offshore. They'll always be the local guy taking your bets because of crap like that. You legalize something and then they could just limit people to just take people to lose. What is that? That's talk about fixed and rigged. If they still take bets from you, I'm not saying that because I could still get down on some of these places, right? Not for huge amounts, but it's a joke. It's terrible. You have to take the approach of a slow climb uphill when you're $25 made in a day. Scott, people don't think like that here. I try to tell people that be happy with a day's pay. I'll put on a shirt. 99% of people probably have jobs they work at, right? I mean, a lot of people been for real. I mean, and I mean for real. I mean is to eat and put a roof over your head. Probably not a lot of people doing that, and it's tough. No one's happy with day's pay. They think it's a lottery ticket. You go to your job, you make whatever you make. You make $10 a day, you make $1,000 a day, you make that whatever it is. Be happy with a day's pay. You're betting a game that's 3 hours long, basically. NFL game 3 hours. Baseball's at 2.5. 3 hours. Why would you not be happy with a day's pay? I don't get it. You bet 2 baseball dogs, and I've had this. Oh, tough day yesterday. Tough day yesterday. We went 3-3. We made $47. Well, well, you can give me $47. Nobody ever sends me an extra $47. Be happy with a day's pay. Nobody's stepping over $5 or $10 on the street, right? You're not handing that money away to somebody. Here you go. Why wouldn't you be happy with a slow grind? That's why people come back. I got to take a couple of days off. Oh, you shouldn't be betting. You got to take a couple of days off after you bet your bankroll on one game. Ridiculous. Team money. Heat to win 11 and 1,600 FanDuel worth 10 or 15. No, it's not. Send me that $10, Team money. I'll invest it better for you. Jim, I am doing all right. Doing all right. Another day in paradise. Gio, good luck today for you as well. Hopefully, I hit a baseball and this total comes in for me. I'm kind of heavy on this total 214A. He likes the Jays under here versus the Mets. Apparently, the wind is blowing in at City Field here, which could probably help because I think Kikuchi's a gas can and was going to get hit today by the Mets. Stroh's under. I can do that. Yes. Oh no, over. No, no. I would lean more under there, believe it or not. And I think it's going to be a Houston like 6-2 kind of game. Chris Tatum says late night money is the gold. Listen, that NFL late night money or look at lines, whatever we did on Sundays. I don't know why people don't watch that more. I mean, it was talk about backing up a Brinks truck for a football season. And they said, I'm here at work. And like I said, Miami looks beautiful, gassed. I predict they'll feel the elevation more every night. I don't know if they feel it tonight. I thought they felt it last game. That was the game they're going to feel it off a 7-game series. Momentum early, like the whole adrenaline. I don't know. Nathan got his box of cash, his bag of cash. Bill Bryant definition NFL retread. Seriously. I mean, it's easy to go back to New England when you had Tom Brady and you had Deshaun Watson. I don't think Mac Jones is Deshaun Watson. And not that when he was in New England with him, but he's Breggy over bases. Yeah, Breggy's starting to hit a little bit. The old Breggy bombs. Breggy's in-laws live across the street from me in the development across the street from me. Jim, hope to win a nice one today. Always doing chemo today, my boy. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully he is well. Get the fight on, and let's have some winners. Everybody comes out smiling. Stop Joe says looks like a Peacock game under Trent is real. Peacock games. Oh, again with this, you have to have 9 million subscriptions to watch games. That's why I say bet and forget it, guys. You guys think I'm joking when I say I don't watch a ton of games? Who's got time to have 9 different streaming services for games? Get the hell out of here. Bet it, forget it. Miami first 5 money line. First 5 money line. What is that first 5 money line, Nathan? That guy. The gym. Sending good vibes to you and your sons always. Yes. My guy Jeff, trying to see if the Rays win. Hope you're groovy. I'm doing pretty good, Jeff. Jeff, I got to set up a trip out to New Orleans. I know you're. I'm pretty sure I know you're a Louisiana guy. We got to get a little Louisiana midday money crew together. I got to head over there, say hello to the troops. And yeah, I like the race today with Taj Bradley. Nathan says Rangers today. I don't hate it, but it'll have to be a run line play, Nathan. 160. Mike Clay got to be able to score in the NFL other than Mondre Stevenson. I don't see any Patriots offensive mediocre. Exactly. Again, no, this is you got a preseason. Maybe they do some things and come out throwing and it looks pretty good. Either way, 4.5. I'm taking Eagles. 1, I think the offense is really good, and 2, the defense. They got a really good defense. Nathan, catch 2-team parlay yesterday. Higgs, Jays money on Rockies, plus 135 for 4.5. There you go. Mookie Betts. What about Mookie? Davis says Baltimore today. I like the Scaffellini. I'm a DeScafellini guy there, Davis, but I do like the under. Get that under 8. I mean, I don't think there's 8.5 left. How does Dick Hill do it? I know. I mean, he's Dick Mountain, Rich Hill. He's 52. He's a guy. Go look up his stats because King Dill's got King D's talking about Rich Hill as well. When a guy's healthy, he pitches good. The problem is that there's always something wrong with him. Untouchable. Cardinals choking game when a series was enough to make me pass. Exactly. I mean, how are you betting? They're in last place. They're terrible. The pitching is bad. The bullpen is bad. Yeah, they got a bunch of great hitters. Not great hitters. I mean, I like Gorman, Arenado, Goldie again. He's in the twilight. He's still really good. I like all their young hitters. They got a bunch of young guys too. You need pitching. Buffalo -1. I'm guessing this is for Monday night. Bills and Jets. I don't know. I kind of like the Jets in game 1, believe it or not. Scott says Oakland, Miami, Nerfy today. It is tough to do an Oakland Nerfy because it's Oakland. I mean, I don't hate Nerfies, though. I don't care what the team is. I'm all for a Nerfy because I think the pitcher, most of the time, they're regular starters. You have 5 stars on your team. They're the best pitchers on your staff. You should be able to get 3 outs. So yes, it's this Oakland's tough to bet on. Kevin, once we get Hicks bet on soccer, no. That's not happening. It's hard enough grinding out wins. Like I mean, I could have a losing college football, but NFL's great, or baseball's good, and then NBA. Like, listen, I mean, NHL we're minus 196. I don't know if I'm gonna get hopefully I'm plus money in the next couple games here, but it's tough. Stops you. I came up with the parlay myself. DK boosted only to max wager 20 on it at DraftKings. $20 boost. I think I got something from BetUS one time, and I tried to do something. They're like, "Oh no, you can't do that. It's like $5 only." Like, why? Why are you sending me this? It says 25, but I can only bet 5. Untouchable. Very optimistic about my Saints this season. Not much on the Commanders. Yeah, that's again. I haven't really jumped into all of the NFL. That's more. I got to, like I said, someone was talking about college football earlier. I'm like, I'm not doing college yet. June's here. Maybe after Father's Day, I'll get into it for July, obviously, for some futures and stuff. Effing Bob, it's a job. Got to treat it away. Yes. Be happy with a day's pay. If I want to relax, I'm going to need more than a day's pay. No, you don't, because this is extra money, Nathan. So a day's pay, if you're making your weekly salary on the side here, I don't understand. I don't understand. And again, I mean, your salary could be different. For all I know, you're making 30 grand a month. I don't know what you're making. Scott, I had the under on the Peacock game. Looks great hit. Put $2 on it. Well, so far, so good. Let's not get count. I don't like to count my chickens before they hatch. Kiddy says, I'm blessed it is full time. It's a little different. Yes, exactly. Levi, I remember coming off 5. Lots of things, Kiddy. When I was doing it, I wasn't betting 10 games a day. I didn't have the bankroll for that. That's you'll be there. You start when the money starts coming in, you start winning, and the bets get bigger, and you branch out. It's like, all right, because I was there. I was like, I got 3 games there. Like, let's do these. The other ones I almost made it. Then all of a sudden those are going 6-1, and you're going 1-2 or 2-1. You're like, all right, I got to make a little more. Spread out a little. Spread the money out a little bit. Going to do X amount of dollars on these 4 instead of just on 2. Again, this is forget on sites. Just doing this is 23 years trying to build this. Forget about just betting in the 90s when I was in my 20s being ridiculous. I mean, I bet more on games individually back then in the 90s than I do now. But it's only because I want to have things now as opposed to being a 24-year-old degenerate. Got houses here. Davis, SMU minus 4. Who's the SMU god opening day? I don't even know. SMU. Pirates about to beat the Cards 2-1, Scott. Yeah. We are anti-Cardinals fans here. So there's no Cardinal love in this chat. You'll find that you'll hear me, I told you so, anytime the Cardinals lose. That is not a team I like to bet on. The other side of that coin is that I was like high on the Cubs. Like, hey, Cubs are going to win this division because the Cardinals are going to be bad. The Pirates are going to stink. The Reds are going to stink. And I think Milwaukee's not that good. And they'll probably deal Burns. So I'm 1-1 there. Cardinals have not been good, and the Cubbies have been just as bad. Desmond's checking in from the Fashion Show Mall, doing a little shopping. Follow him, collecting my winnings. There you go. Des, I can't wait. I can't wait to meet you. I'm going to come see you in August. We'll go get some. I don't need any clothes. Although I'll probably have to buy something for my daughter out there. We'll get something fun for her to wear. Scott, I'd be stoked to do this full time. It's yeah, you're stoked until you have a bad week and you're crushed, and because people just show you like, look at this. Oh, I'm winning. You get all these fake people out there on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter with their nonsense. Just guarantee. It's not like that, Scott. Here you go. In the chat here, we're down to dime. 115, 136 with the picks in the chat. On the site's a little different. We're up 677, but college football, had a little losing year. It happens. You're going to have a losing year in something. You might be better in something else. NBA, 35 and 32 for the season NBA for me, plus 371. That's it. the entire season. In the video, you see more picks in the video. We're down a little bit. Baseball, 404 games I bet this season. You like things more than others. If you're going to do it, you're going to get hot in something else. You're going to drift into something else. College basketball, I started really good, had a bad February, ended up a losing season. It happens. You're going to have it. You got to see that, adjust your bets accordingly, or just kind of move on. Be like, you know what? All right, I want to bet this, but I'm not hitting, whether it be NFL, NBA, base, whatever the case may be. There's another sport going on. You've been hitting that, but you like the other one more, but you're losing. Tail away from losing. Go to the one that's winning. It's okay. Takes time, takes discipline, because your mind's a thing. I got this. I got this. You don't have it. You're gonna lose. It's tough. Do, 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 do. Michael, if you don't mind, what are the Eagles over under wins? I don't have it right in front of me. I think it's like 11 and a half, 12. It's up there, Michael. I don't have that. I just had the lines in front of me because we just talked about them. King D later. Have a good one. Best of luck. You also. I gotta get out of here. 2 hours. Holy cow. Pirates just beat the Birds 2-1. I'll tell you what here, Scott. St. Louis is going to Texas. Start getting ready to get down on Texas tomorrow. On Monday. It's probably going to be Martin Perez. Look to take Texas. We're not taking St. Louis. Again, another loss, 3 in a row. Don't take it. I was 77% NFL playoffs last year, 6% regular season. That's awesome. I mean, 6% regular season. I mean, I had a 60-some percent regular season, and those are anomalies. Usually I'm hoping to be like around 55, 57%. 64 is ridiculous. Or 60 is ridiculous as well. Eagles, I saw at 11. Yeah, I thought it was like 11, 11 and a half. I mean, they should go over. New Mexico State minus 10. All right. This is what we're going to do, Davis. I'm going to get some college football ready. So look at headlines tonight. We'll have some baseball. And again, I look at headlines usually like a 15-minute show. This show's usually less than an hour. We're approaching 2. We'll do a little college start coming up. I'll start getting some notes ready for some games. They won't be official bets. I haven't bet any college football yet. I have bet some NFL. But we'll talk about that. F and Bob comes in. Can't fall in love with any better read. That's right. Can't be a fan. Believe what you see, not what you want to happen. Listen. Your mind is pressed to think one way, right? It's the old like, well, he likes that too. Well, that's good. So it's gonna back up my thoughts on things. It's tough, Bob. Let me tell you. Michael A. Have a good one, Hickey. Rockies over 4 runs. Joker assist today. I don't hate it. Have a good one. Brother man, I got you. I can be a bother. I can be a bother sometimes. I guess I post things, the notification bell comes up, it bothers you. I'm out of here. That's it for a Sunday, 2 hours. I appreciate everybody watching. And all the new folks, listen, notification bell, 7 days a week, I do midday money. And at night, I do a look at lines. That's time varies based on the lines coming up. But I appreciate everybody coming in the comments. The show makes the comments. We had a lot of them today. That's why we're 2 hours deep. Good luck today. See you.